All right. So right now it's about like 11 p.m. and I just went on a short walk. And a couple minutes ago, before going on this walk, I watched a video. And in the video, it was Tate talking about how the only thing you actually have control over is your mind. And I started thinking about that just while walking, literally, and applied it to what's going on in life at the moment, in my life at the moment. And it really does make you think that you only really have control over what you think and the actions you take. And that's why you need to have a more positive view of yourself and of life. If you know have negative thoughts about yourself, you're going to be less confident about yourself and such, even if you're not the person you want to be at the moment. So you need to look at that and say, change is possible, because it is. Every single person on this planet is capable of greater change, whether improving their circumstance or their life, any aspect of your life. And you don't need to think of yourself as a loser or a failure, because at one point everyone kind of was. No one was like a successful baby, or when they were like a year old, or even growing up, everyone experienced failures. Like, could you imagine how it would be if someone was born as the perfect person, never having to go through like the struggles or the pain and the rejection that everyone else faces, and they just came out winning every single time, first try? At that point, you probably won't even value the success you receive, or the good things that happen to you. It's kind of like, why think about someone who goes from like poor to rich versus someone who grew up rich and stays rich. They don't under The person who went from poor to rich is very much like more appreciative of money and understands it better, just because you know they've been through the suffering and the pain and the tribulations of being poor. So it's the same thing with everything. If you're going through a rough patch right now, because a lot of people do, and certainly I am, and I have, it's just more seen in that, one day, if you keep moving forward and you keep putting in more effort, one day it would succeed, and the failure would be worth it, and you would appreciate the fact that you failed, because it makes the success all the more bigger. Even with like the videos I'm doing now at the moment, you know, just the deadlift video just passed 1,000, and that was the only one that's crossed 1,000. And I've posted like 90 shorts, like 90 videos in total. So I'm actually happy for the fact that it's going to take a while for it to take off, instead of just imagine just posting that one video and it took off. I've also made like other videos on other channels, like the one I had to edit like football edits on. It took me over 200 videos for that video to get 3 million views. It took over 200 uploads. I was uploading every single day. Even like with fitness and stuff, I've been working out for pretty much like 3 years now, almost 3 years, and to hit like certain PRs or to build a good physique would take a lot of time, like so many workouts, over 100 and such. I still haven't hit even 2 plates. Yeah, I'll hit it like in a couple months, but you know, it's just all the more like, I couldn't imagine walking in there first time and just hitting 2 plates on bench and stuff like that. You wouldn't appreciate it as much. So the main point I'm trying to make is that, understand what you have control over and work with what you have, because you can't control other people or what other people think about you. You can only really control what you think about yourself, what you think about others, and your outlook on life and the actions you take. And you need to put as much time and effort into that than other things that you don't have control over.